All right, so we're loading in the loading screen here. We're gonna see, who takes it. Let's see. On blue team, we have Epic Amigos. They were the people. They were the team who won last time, I believe. Is Epic Amigos versus McS. All right. So we see already that we've got J4 trying to burn it down. Lux lasering him. He's going to die to ignite. Ezreal picking up the kill for Epic Amigos. Epic Amigos, both teams actually tied in gold. 0 towers so far, but it looks like top lane might be the first tower of the game. We've got 2 kills on Epic Amigos, 3 kills for McS. Team lineup-wise, we've got an Ezreal. And blue team takes the dragon. We've got an Ezreal. We've got a Xin Zhao, a Malphite, a Lux, and a Zyra. That's a powerful team comp. Not terribly much. Zyra getting sniped by that Orianna ball for another kill from McS. On McS. Side, we've got Rumble. We've got J4, Corki, Leona, and an Orianna. That Leona mixed with a J4 ult is brutal because you've got the double lockdown, you've got that stun, and then once the J4 wall goes down, if you're fast enough as Leona, you can time it perfectly so that everyone either gets slowed or stunned inside of that wall. We've got Orianna already taking blue for purple team. We got Jarvan, taking red here. Top lane, Rumble is pushing. He's a boss against this Malphite. Malphite not doing well, but bottom lane, Ezreal, he is 2-1. With 111 farm at 16 minutes in the game. That is exactly where you want to be as an AD carry. His lane partner, Corki, is 1-0, which is equally as good, but, he's only at 106 farm, which unfortunately gives Ezreal the leg up, which he already has a Bloodthirster built. Corki working on what looks like his Trinity Force.
Alright, sorry, I just got into the game there. Spectator took me a little bit to work there on LoL Nexus.
Yeah. I mean, if you look top lane, this Rumble is absolutely brutalizing this Malphite. The tower will go down soon. It only has a few hundred health left. The Ezreal ult thrown top lane to try and help the Malphite. The tower. Oh, but if we quickly move bottom lane, we see J4 coming down for a possible in-lane gank. Thankfully, though, Zyra throwing down some wards. She does know that Leona's there.
And J4 does just show in
J4 not doing much. Ooh, Rumble.
There's a gank up
top lane.
though.
Lux move top. Rumble looks like he might make it away thanks to slow. But unfortunately, not his ult is not going to be enough to stop that flash from the Malphite.
He might have wanted to ult a little bit earlier in that situation, but so it goes. Malphite's going to try to farm his lane and push a little bit to tower. And as you see in the bot lane, it is a 3v2, and they are just doing their best to siege this tower.
The Zyra support, though, works wonders, as we've learned in some last games. But Leona, also another powerful combo that we've seen do great work in this tournament. The Ezreal going out just to poke down minions. Go ahead.
I do want to point out that even though we didn't see the beginning of the game, banned champions included Blitzcrank and Anami. They are fearing the support play coming out.
Rumble
from Cole
teleports
Commander.
bottom. The Zyra ult knocking them up, trying to get the disengage, but J4 does jump on the Zyra. Her flash is not up, so she cannot get out of there. Purple team throwing down huge pings, though, to back off.
I don't know why Ezreal's staying. He has no mana. That's a pretty scary place to be.
A 1v4 is
3 men up
not
by
a good
the
place.
blue buff.
Purple team, though, pushing on mid
Zenzo
turret.
might try to go in here on Orianna.
Oh, Orianna
No.
trying to get that. She
Orianna,
does,
the
in
damage
fact, get the
is
kill.
too
She
strong.
flashes out of the Lux. Very well played by Orianna there. She knew exactly how much damage she needed to do in the time she needed to do it. And she knew exactly what Lux was going to do, so she was able to flash out as she was anticipating that Lux stun.
And bot tower is going to go down. That is the first tower in the game for purple team.
Very well played. We see McS pulling ahead. However, last game we did have Epic Amigos taking the game, so it's going to be very interesting to see if McS can hold on, because whoever wins this game is going to the semifinals tomorrow. So Epic Amigos, if they win this game, that is their shot. That is their ticket. But McS, if they can hold on and win this game and the next one, then they could have this in the bag. Ooh, Lux Laser doing massive amounts of damage to Jarvan, but not quite enough.
It was a close one. I think J4 was the... J4 probably got a little scared there, but he gets out alive, walking himself back to base just to make sure he's staying safe. Doesn't want to get caught up by a random Ezreal ults. Nice snare going down on Corki. Lux is just trying to poke down A to carry. Leona's going in, but she is all by herself. The shield comes out. Malphite does do an unstoppable force. Wins out, goes in. A nice Orianna ult, almost enough to pick off Lux, but it isn't. Leona goes down. Zenzao is forced to flash. That is a 1 for none in favor of blue team. I am sorry, that is a 2 for none. Beautiful Lux ultimate. That damage is enormous.
Ezreal ult just a little too late there.
No, that was, her burst is crazy. And of course she has her down reduction in her Athene's and Holy Grail, just making that ult very small cooldown. She's just going to keep using her laser to wreck.
I mean, it's already 75% up. Like, we just saw the laser and now it's almost up again. Her laser has, oh god, what is it? It's got a 39-second cooldown. That is ridiculous for this stage in the game.
She knows what she's doing on Lex, and that's for sure. Her ult is landing for already over 600 damage.
It wrecked. It tore apart that Jarvan when it hit him.
Dragon is about to come up. We see pings from blue team saying, hey guys, Dragon is available soon. Zyra is warding up. Hopefully she has a ping for this Dragon ward that is there for purple team. She does not. Walking on top of wards. The purple team's going to know that they're starting to set up for Dragon. Blue team starts to rotate. Orianna is there as well, but she does not have her ultimate.
If we take a quick look at vision, blue team has really no idea that a lot of the purple team is waiting behind the corner. Purple team, they do have vision of Dragon, so we could but blue team does end up getting the Dragon, putting them ahead in the gold. So Epic Amigos still holding on. They are not discouraged by the brief lead that McS had.
I think the major reason that McS didn't go in there was Corki was in base and they did not want to go in a 4v5 Dragonfly. Leona absolutely caught out here, drops her ultimate. Orianna,
oh,
though,
Jarvan jumping directly
and
on there.
Jarvan dunk. Oh boy, that was. This is just an unbelievable fight. Here comes Corki valking over. He wants to take out the Malphite.
Malphite doing.
Is it going to be enough? Corki picks up a double kill. Ezreal and Corki going at it.
That was
wow.
That was rough. But McS pulls out ahead once again. This game is not over.
If you saw that there, though, that was a perfect execution of what their team wanted to accomplish. Not only did Orianna get her ult across 4 players of the enemy team, J4 dunked right on top, followed up by a Rumble ulti. Did all of their damage, and they kept them in that damage. That was a beautifully orchestrated team fight.
It really was. That's exactly the kind of team play that we expected to see from this great combo of these champions. And I mean, not to mention Corki Corki was there the entire time, you know, doing his sustained damage, firing those blinds, and just keeping sight of all of the enemy champions.
Right, and you know, they were behind in gold, but now have pulled ahead again with easily a 2k gold lead. This is going back and forth. This is a very fun game to watch.
Oh, most definitely. This is the kind of game that you want to watch, because you've got 2 very well matched teams. This is the kind of game that you also want to play, because at the end, when you do, if you do say GG, you are saying good game, because this is the kind of game where you have to fight and you have to plan and you have to play to your best in order to to win. It's not just going to be either a face stomp or you're not going to stomp or they're not going to stomp. It's that kind of game that you can easily come back from, 2 inhibitors down because both teams are so evenly matched.
Right, and we do see a little bit swing of power. As you remember, Corky was 1-0 when we first tuned into the game. Ezreal was 2-0. And now Corky is 5-0, and Ezreal has not picked up a kill. He's still leading in farm by 10 gold, but Corky is doing more damage than him currently.
But if we look tower-wise, we are 1 for 4. Here goes purple team
Leona
in
engaged.
again. Leona behind her team, sadly.
Leona had a nice engage, but there really wasn't all that much follow-up damage because of a beautifully placed Zyra ulti. Orianna going, ulting in, trying to kill this Winds out. Isn't going to be enough. Rumble picks up another kill there. That is now 1 for 2 in favor of purple team. Lux is low, but her laser is almost already at half up again. Orianna forced to shield herself. They're trying to hold this tower, but I believe... Oh, tower goes down. Same with Rumble. A nice snare catches on to Corky, forcing the Valk. No, this is, once again, back and forth, back and forth. These team fights are, everybody's going at it.
That is most certainly true. Purple team still holding their lead, McSnarly, but Epic Amigos are not saying we're done yet. They are fighting to the death at Lux, knowing exactly what she needs to do. She's playing very wonderfully this game. Unfortunately,
right, this is back and forth to the max.
In that last team fight, Leona just jumped in before her team was ready. She threw down the ult, which hit beautifully and was wonderfully followed up by a pull, but sadly though, her team just couldn't follow up. J4, his ult was a little late. They had already dispersed. He only caught the Kung Pao, but, not much you can do there.
Yeah, in that situation, I just feel like she should have gone in without using Solar Flare, tried to pick up a stun, and then wait for everybody to get there and try to time the Solar Flare a little bit better, because she did land it on at least 3 people, but and just no follow-up. Here goes the engage again.
Zyra trying
this
to
time,
stun,
she
but
decides to walk away.
purple team only ahead by 1k gold. It is going to be quite the match yet. But, I mean, tower-wise, we've got a 2 for 4. Earlier it was a 1 for 4, which was a huge lead, but blue team did take another tower. So we're not too concerned quite yet, but they do still need to keep their eyes on objectives. Because purple team ahead in kills and ahead in towers, but, you look at blue team, it's the same as last game. We've got that farm. It's the farm that's keeping them in the running, and possibly a dragon or 2. We've got, 180 farm on Ezreal, 100 farm on Kung Pao, 70 farm on Malphite, 50 farm on Zyra, which is huge for a support compared to Leona's 11. And we've got almost 200 farm on Lux. I really wish they had a little tool that would add up all the farms for you. That way you could look at how much you total farm.
Yeah.
If we look at the...
Alrighty, as we see here, Rumble alone in the top lane. 3 men are starting to collapse on him. Lux is making sure that nobody else gets up there. Pings are going out for attack. Ezreal forces Essence Flux away. Everybody's trying to make a rotation, and everybody's being pretty indecisive about it.
Oh, the Malphite's gonna run into... A key ult could... Zyra's gonna flash to try and get the snare. She does. That Zyra ult's gonna go down.
Stranglethorns goes down. It's just 2. Orianna does a nice ult to disengage. Zinzao actually ults her away, saves her. J4 might be able to pick up enough to kill the Malphite. Rumble actually missing his ult completely. It is right now a 1 for 0, 2 for 0. Zyra, though, does pick up a kill. She picks up 2 with her ultimate. Ezreal picks up the kill for Leona. It is now 3 for 2 in the favor of best team in A.
Only up by 6k gold right now. Or, sorry, 600 gold.
Was Rumble whiffed his ult. Rumble whiffed his ult completely. It landed on absolutely nobody. I think he really just wanted to join the fight. He was a little bit too eager and missed the key ultimate that's really been turning fights for them. TP does go down middle. That is Malphite. It is now a 3v2 in the mid lane.
Ooh.
Lux fully lands the combo on Corky, and he is gone.
That's gonna hurt. That's the kind of mistakes that you cannot make at this stage in the game. Unfortunately, you see we've got...
And once again, Lux landing her combo.
And the Ezreal, is the Ignite gonna finish him up?
Ignite might be enough.
It is. What? They get that
Good
tower.
Lord.
See, McS has great team fight potential. They do very well, and they do great at the team fights, but it's these times when they're just getting poked down that they're giving up all these free kills.
Yeah, and they were ahead, and they have now lost their gold lead.
They've lost their
2K
gold lead by
favor.
Almost, yeah, just a little under 2K. And then blue team's gonna take dragon here. Purple team has absolutely no idea that they're a dragon.
And their blue buff is also being taken away from them. Orianna might be making a mistake trying to come down. It is 5 mana dragon. Caution things are going down. Orianna drops the ball for vision, and she's trying to run.
Hopefully that Malphite does not have an ult to catch her. He does, so if she's not careful. But she's going to make it away safely. Alright, here we go. We got, pushing down. It's a good sign. It means they're strong. Ward coverage, though, is absolutely minimal, which is not a good thing for either team. Ward coverage, as we've seen in other games, is really what's going to lead to that win or that great team fight that you need to pull in the lead and take a tower or two. Also, split pushing is another thing that we don't see much in this game, where we've seen a lot in the higher elo games. Top lane minions are pushing, but no champions are really designed for split pushing. They've all been staying as a team, staying together, it's a good strategy and definitely one worth mentioning, but you do need that split pusher that's going to go out there and it's going to secure those towers while you distract them mid or bottom lane. Another thing, purple team just got vision on Baron, which is key. It's gonna definitely help them if blue team does decide to do a Baron push. Lux might be going to ward Baron or run top to try and push off.
I think the reason why everybody is a 5-man, these team fights have been so close. Nobody wants to give up just another bad fight, and everybody's just trying to stay on top of staying as a team so nobody gets caught out. They're trying to fix the mistakes that they're making, but it might be a little bit too late.
Yeah, you really can't afford to lose something like a team fight here. You need all 5 of your people because they're just so close. We could possibly see a pause going out for a DC. I'm noticing a little bit of lag.
We do see that blue team has made a solid rotation with the minion wave pushing in their favor. Rumble ultimate does go out. It is just to delete those minions off the map. Ezreal decides to
Leona going in, but that's
go in.
not correct.
Leona goes down.
Leona, however,
again, just kind of getting caught out. A little bit of miscommunication from Leona. She dives in while the rest of her team is getting poked down from the back. Rumble's taking a lot of damage.
Leona was smart and did not use her solar flare this time. Blue team will take a turret for that, putting them even farther ahead in the gold lead, almost 5k gold. Blue team looks like they're going to take another turret at this. This could be the turning point of the game. Evening kills and towers with 1 up now. Purple team is just getting decimated. J4 desperately trying to jump on someone. He does not know how to disengage his own wall. Lux to the face.
Once again, these team fights are really just going in the favor of experienced baby. I just say experienced baby.
Epic amigos.
Oh my gosh. It's been a long day. Alright.
Yeah.
Well, but they're just showing that these team fights, they're just cleaning up exactly where they need to be. And, they're their positioning is fantastic, and they're trading aggro, and they're just outperforming in these team fights.
I mean, really, we'll see Dragon go up in about 2 minutes. Not to say that I'm in favor of one team or another, but in terms of play, Epic Amigos just really deserves the spot in the quarterfinals more. They're just playing so well. They're playing a lot better. Just their team fights, their positioning, the locations they choose to fight in are mostly always beneficial for them. But if they are going to contend in tomorrow's quarterfinals, they need to learn to ward. Because there's what we've seen from the higher ranked teams earlier this morning is that there are wards everywhere. And it's always a constant fight of one team member having oracles, one team member having vision wards, and going around, warding those key places and making sure that nobody else gets the wards down.
Well, what I think is really hard is Leona is kind of bearing the brunt of having to buy these wards, and if you just look at the difference between Zyra and Leona, Zyra's got 4 kills and 7 assists for Leona just has 6 assists. So Zyra is able to pick up those oracles and pick up those extra wards and really just keep that vision in favor of blue team, and just making sure that they have the map and it's their map.
Right, plus Zyra has got 87 farm. That is huge. She's got a huge gold lead. And if we just look at her gold alone, she's got 10k gold. Whereas her support, Leona's only got 7. She has 3,000 gold. That's an entire item up on her.
And that's pretty big just for the fact that Zyra said, you know what, I'm playing AP support. I'm not playing just support. You see that she finished her Ruby Sightstone, but she's got magic penetration boots. She has a Leandries. She has a Chalice. Like, she is ready to go full AP because she is that far in the lead. That hurts when you've got to deal with 2 APs.
So much, and I mean, she's not going to do a terrible amount of damage in a team fight, but she's going to do that 2% burn damage with her Leandries just every time she hits something. And it might not seem like a lot originally, but she casts her ult, she casts her snares, her plants. I believe her plants might benefit from that, depending on if
they do.
Yeah. So on Zyra, that's a great item. Purple team not able to contest bottom lane.
Going down.
Purple team just can't do anything. J4's going to go in, he's going to jump, but his team is not with him. He's just going to they're going to flash out. Luckily, definitely this time he anticipated a Lux Laser and dodged out of it.
As you see here, the fight is going back and forth. Ezreal, though, coming back in, cleaning up the damage that his team has been putting out. Malphite's diving now. The tower's just taken down in the top lane. Purple team goes 3 for 1. And that is not good. They are just having Corki and Rumble to try to defend their Nexus, and I don't think currently at that point it's going to be enough. Ezreal's doing lots of damage. They might just turn on Corki here and kill him. Ezreal ult does go out across Corki. Corki is trying to poke people back with his missiles. Rumble's forced to back, and if you look up at the top lane, top turret's going to take a lot of damage.
Yeah,
in fact, Malphite might even recall and then TP onto that top lane.
That would be the smart decision, as his recall or his teleport is up. We're gonna find out, but Corki's already up there. Probably not the best idea with Corki. Ezreal's just gonna solo Dragon just to get that further gold lead for his team.
Right, and at this point, Ezreal has now come back and is doing quite a lot of damage. I mean, Orianna looks like she should be putting out the hurt, but if you saw in last fight, most of her damage was going towards trying to peel away from Zyra for herself. She was forced to use Zhonya's, and she did pick up that kill on Zyra, but she did die. 9-1 and 8 Lux is pretty scary, and right now, things are just not looking good. J4 only having completed 2 endgame items, and it's 37 minutes. Rumble, he has 2 endgame items. He's not tanky at all. And last fight, once again, he pretty much missed his ult. I mean, it did land, but it did not land in the ultimate of Jarvan. It landed outside of it. And he was trying to catch the people who did escape the ultimate, but they're just not fighting the way that they need to fight to come back from this game. Because right now, they're down 8k gold.
He could have it smart cast. If it's smart cast, That and the laser of Victor are the two things in this game that you cannot smartcast. Everything else I highly recommend you smartcast, but you need to be able to target more than just pressing the ability and dragging.
Well, you know what? Now it's pretty scary. Ezreal has picked up and finished his Guardian's Angel. Ezreal's doing enough pain with 1 life. Give him 2, I'd be afraid.
Yeah, especially with that Essence Lux, you think you're gonna get him, but he's just gonna move away and try and kite you there.
Here goes Malphite, almost catching out Orianna, taking her down to half health. Malphite just zoning out the rest of the team while blue team decides to pick up Dragon. Leona is there. She sees it with the ward. Not much she can do. She'll maybe drop a solar flare. She does go in on Zyra. Zyra has a nice knockup. Leona deleted off the map.
Yeah. Rumble TPing
goes in to try to steal. He doesn't.
They're just throwing their bodies at blue team right now. There's no sense in this matter.
That was the last ditch effort to try to take that Baron and hopefully turn this game. It's not going to be enough. I believe blue team right here is just going to push down mid lane and take the game.
Up by a
Ezreal, yeah, just
10K
going off,
gold
dealing
lead.
damage. With Baron, they can tank these turrets. This might be end of the game right here. Corki, for some reason, decided to go up to top lane and take that farm instead of defending his base. I think he was afraid they were going to rotate top, but blue team was having none of that. Just pushing down mid lane.
They will probably get a Nexus tower out right here. Rumble trying to go in, but the Malphite ult.
Unstoppable force hitting 3 members of the team. Ezreal and Xin Zhao just focusing in on those last 2 Nexus turrets. One goes down, the second is about to go down. The Nexus is going to drop. Purple team doing their best to try to win this fight. The damage is not enough. Lux laser. Oh my gosh. Orianna does her best to ult. It's not going to be enough. Oh, beautiful Zonias from Lux. The knockup from Xin Zhao trying to stop J4. The GA is going to be popped from Ezreal. I believe purple team is just delaying the inevitable. Malphite comes across, picks up the Corki. Orianna not enough to take off anybody on the map. The Nexus does go down. Blue team with the win.
And that is their security for tomorrow's